Hi United fans, welcome back again to United Insider TV. It's another busy day filled with breaking transfer news, and this one could surprise a lot of people. Reports today suggest that Manchester United have set Bournemouth's Antoine Semenyo as a priority target for the January transfer window, as Ruben Amorim looks to add more pace, directness, and energy to his attacking options. So in this video, we're diving deep into everything surrounding this story: how the move came about, why Amorim wants Semenyo, what this means for the likes of Amad Diallo, Benjamin Sesko, and Bryan Mbeumo, and whether this could actually be a smart piece of business for the Red Devils. So grab your seats, United fans. Let's break it all down. Manchester United's January transfer plans are beginning to take shape, and according to multiple reports, Antoine Semenyo has emerged as a key name on the shortlist for Ruben Amorim's side. The 24-year-old Ghanaian forward has been one of the bright sparks in Bournemouth's attack this season. His powerful runs, relentless work rate, and ability to play across multiple attacking positions have caught the attention of United scouts, and crucially, of Amorim himself. Sources close to the club claim that Ruben Amorim personally requested United's recruitment team to monitor Semenyo closely, believing he fits perfectly into his high-energy, pressing-based system. And now, according to Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United are seriously considering a move for Semenyo in January, with internal discussions already underway regarding a potential opening bid. Let's take a look at why Ruben Amorim has been so attracted to Semenyo's profile. Under Amorim, United have shifted to a more vertical, fast transition style of football, one that relies heavily on quick attackers who can press, recover, and break through the lines at speed. We've seen that with Bryan Mbeumo on the right, Matheus Cunha centrally, and Amad Diallo drifting in from the wing. But Amorim wants more options. Semenyo offers exactly that: a versatile attacker who can play as a winger, a second striker, or even a center forward when needed. He's explosive, direct, and not afraid to take defenders on. His Premier League stats this season speak volumes, averaging over 2 successful dribbles per match, winning duels in the final third, and creating constant chaos for defenders. Amorim reportedly believes that Semenyo could be the kind of player to stretch defenses and bring that unpredictability United sometimes lack in the final third. He's not just quick, he's powerful. At 5'10", Semenyo combines pace with physical strength, giving him an edge in one-on-one situations. The idea of having Semenyo operating alongside Cunha and Amad, or even off the bench to impact games, is something United staff are very intrigued by. Of course, this raises the question: what does this mean for United's current forwards? Players like Benjamin Sesko, Bryan Mbeumo, and Amad Diallo have been integral to Amorim's setup. However, Amorim knows that across a long season, with the Premier League, FA Cup, and European commitments, United needs depth. Benjamin Sesko, while talented, is still adapting to the Premier League and has struggled with consistency. Amorim has publicly defended him, but privately believes Sesko still needs time to develop physically and tactically. Mbeumo and Amad have been more consistent, but lack that raw explosiveness that can turn a tight game on its head. That's where Antoine Semenyo comes in, as an impact player who can start or come off the bench and immediately inject energy into the attack. According to those close to Amorim, the manager's plan is to rotate between Semenyo, Mbeumo, and Amad on the wings, with Cunha or Sesko leading the line depending on form and fitness. This would give United something they've lacked in recent years: options and flexibility. Now, let's talk numbers. Bournemouth are reportedly reluctant to sell Semenyo mid-season, unless they receive a substantial offer. The Cherries value him at around £40 million, given that he's under contract until 2028 and has become one of their key attacking players. For United, that's a manageable fee, especially if they offload a few fringe players in January. Names like Facundo Pellistri, Anthony Martial, and even Jadon Sancho have been linked with potential exits, which could free up both space in the squad and funds for a deal like this. Sources suggest that Amorim's top transfer priorities this January are a midfielder and a forward. And with the club already chasing Eduardo Camavinga from Real Madrid, Semenyo could be the forward solution. It's believed that United are preparing an initial offer in the range of £35 million plus add-ons, testing Bournemouth's resolve. Under Ruben Amorim, Manchester United's rebuild has been calculated and tactical. He's not looking for superstars. He's building a team that fits his system. Every signing since his arrival has had a clear purpose. Matheus Cunha for pressing and link-up play, Bryan Mbeumo for direct runs and creativity, Benjamin Sesko as a long-term goal threat, and Sen Lamens to bring calm to the goalkeeping position. And now, potentially, Antoine Semenyo to add another layer of explosiveness and intensity. Sources close to United say Amorim has been deeply impressed by Semenyo's mentality and work ethic, two traits the Portuguese coach values above all else. He reportedly told his coaching staff that Semenyo reminds him of the kind of forward who thrives under his philosophy: hard-working, selfless, and fearless. If this move goes through, Amorim will have yet another versatile piece in his ever-evolving tactical puzzle. Let's look at how Semenyo might fit tactically. Amorim's preferred system is a 3-4-3, which transitions into a 3-2-5 when United attack. The wingbacks push high, the two forwards drop into half spaces, and the strikers stay central to press or receive through balls. Semenyo could easily slot in on either flank, particularly the left-hand side, where his pace and ability to cut inside could create chances for others. He's also capable of dropping deep to help in transitions, something Amorim has demanded from all his forwards. Imagine a front three of Semenyo, Cunha, and Amad, all capable of interchanging, pressing aggressively, and countering at speed. That would give United one of the most dynamic attacking trios in the league. And when you factor in substitutes like Mbeumo or Sesko, you can see why Amorim is eager to bring in more firepower. As news of United's interest in Semenyo broke, fans on social media had mixed reactions. Some supporters were surprised that United are targeting a Bournemouth player rather than a big-name European forward. But others praised the move, saying it shows that the club is finally prioritizing system fit over star power. On Sky Sports News, one pundit said, "Amorim clearly knows what he wants. Semenyo might not be a global superstar, but he's a player who gives everything, and he fits the Amorim mold perfectly." Even former United players have weighed in. One ex-Red said that Amorim's approach reminds him of Sir Alex Ferguson's early years, when the club signed hungry, athletic players who could grow into top-level stars. That comparison alone tells you just how significant this shift is under Ruben Amorim. So, when could this deal happen? United's recruitment team are reportedly finalizing their January shortlist, with Semenyo right at the top. Negotiations could begin immediately after Christmas, with the club hoping to finalize personal terms early to avoid competition. Reports indicate that Semenyo himself is open to the move and would find it difficult to turn down an offer from Manchester United. Bournemouth, of course, would want a replacement lined up before agreeing to Basale, but the player's ambition to take the next step in his career could play a big role. If everything goes according to plan, Semenyo could become United's first signing of the January window and potentially make his debut before the end of the month. This potential signing also shows how Ruben Amorim's long-term vision for United is beginning to take real shape. He's building a side that's youthful, hungry, and perfectly suited for modern football, fast, fluid, and tactical. He's not looking for short-term fixes. He's laying down the foundation for sustained success. Players like Amad, Mbeumo, and Cunha are all between 22 and 27, meaning Amorim's core will be at its peak in the next 2 or 3 seasons. Adding Semenyo into that mix continues this pattern, another high-energy, system-oriented player ready to develop under his leadership. If Amorim can continue to blend these talents together, United could soon have one of the most balanced squads in the Premier League. So, to wrap it all up, Manchester United's interest in Antoine Semenyo is more than just transfer gossip. It's a move that makes sense both tactically and strategically. Ruben Amorim wants players who fit his system, not just big names. Semenyo brings raw pace, physicality, and an unselfish attitude. Everything United's attack has lacked at times. The Red Devils' January window looks set to be busy, with Camavinga targeted for midfield and Semenyo for the forward line. Both would signal that Amorim is serious about fixing the key issues in his squad: energy in midfield and unpredictability up front. If United can get this deal done, it might not grab global headlines, but it could prove to be one of the smartest, most practical signings of the season. And as Amorim himself has said many times, we don't need stars, we need the right players. Antoine Semenyo might just be the right player. That's all for today, United fans. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to United Insider TV for all the latest breaking Manchester United news, match previews, and exclusive updates throughout the season. And tell us in the comments, would you like to see Antoine Semenyo at Old Trafford this January? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.